so I'm going to tell a few stories, and then I'm going to get some of you guys to come up and help me, okay? Some of the young women in the room. So I have a daughter, and her name is Helen. And Helen is 13 years old right now. She's in 8th grade. How many 8th graders? I know do we have one 8th grader? Okay, yeah, 8th graders don't like to raise their hand. I got it. And I'm not going to make you do anything stupid or embarrassing. I get that. Just be happy I'm not your mother. Because I do it to my daughter all the time. But, so when Helen was about 4, okay, so that means not much taller, about right here, I was getting ready for work. And I am a very low maintenance woman. I don't do a whole lot. I do sort of mess with my hair some. I generally wear a t-shirt and jeans. But I was getting ready for work, and I hear this huge noise coming down the hall. It was like steps, these loud banging steps. And so I look in the mirror, and I peer around the corner, and here comes Helen, like the goddess Helen. And she's 4, and she's coming down the hall, and she's got a boa. Do y'all know what a boa is? It's like a feather thing around her neck. She has sunglasses that are perched up on top of her head, not on her face, but on her head. She has on this like amazing pantsuit that I don't know where the clothes came from, but they matched beautifully. And clippy clop shoes. Y'all know those you can get at Walmart. They like have jewels on them, and they're plastic, and when you walk in them, you kind of have to do like that. There's lots of women that can wear those very well. I don't know how they do it. And then she had a purse across her arm like this. And she comes into the bathroom, and she's looking at herself in the mirror like she's never seen herself, okay? And she's doing this, looking this, got the purse, this, and she goes, she's 4, I just love myself. And I was like 40-something when she said this, and I was like, that rocks, like that is amazing. Like, I would like to understand how you do that, okay? Because I know at one point I did, but maybe, like you were suggesting, we kind of ebb and flow with this love of self. So tell me, what do you love about yourself, Helen? And so Helen, all 4 years old, looks at herself. She goes, I love my eyes. She goes, I love my mouth. And then the next thing she says, which is just fabulous, and I don't know too many adult women that say this, and if they did, they would be my, superhero. She goes, I love my belly. And then she said, and I love my heart too. Okay? So I knew I was in trouble, right, with this child who had this like amazing love of self, but also sort of got what Girls on the Run was about, which is, we have these like remarkable vessels, these amazing bodies that do all this amazing stuff, but we also have this like spirit or heart or something that is inside that, really drives us. And we were talking about spirit a lot today and letting your light shine. So very quickly, I'm going to tell you a quick story about why I started Girls on the Run. Because I know sometimes when you're like in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade or 8th grade, you can't believe that old people were ever your age. Like, it is hard to imagine that once I was 8, okay? Your mother was once 8. Your dad was once 8. It's weird to think of them as like 3rd graders, but they were. They probably dressed funny and stuff too. So, in 1971, I was 11 years old, okay? So that means, who's good at math? If I was 11 in 1971, how old does that make me now? Quick, do the math. And if you know, raise your hand. How old is it? Close? Not quite. 53, not quite. I know we have some mathematicians in the room. Yeah. No? Yeah, 51, 52. It's funny, I was in Michigan, this has been a while, and I asked a group of kids that, and this little girl, like the littlest sister, raised her hand. She goes, 76! Because when you're like really young, whoever's tallest is oldest. So that must have meant I was really tall. So I'm 51, but I was 11. So I had been at a regular school, and my parents switched me to a new school, which is kind of, how many people here have ever switched, like moved and gone to a completely different community or school? Yeah. So I was moved and was at this brand new school. I didn't feel like I fit in. There were only 3 new students in the 6th grade, and I was kind of invisible. You know, I was kind of like that girl sitting at the cafeteria table all by herself. So about 3 weeks into the school year, they made this announcement that we'd have to run the mile for PE. Now, I was talking to somebody earlier, the soccer player said she's played soccer forever. There were 3 of you right here. Where were you guys? Yeah, okay. So I've been a sporty girl my whole life, right? So when they said you had to run the mile for PE, it was like, awesome. I'm gonna like now be no longer Molly the invisible girl, I'm gonna be Molly the running girl. So I showed up, put on my PE clothes, PE teacher yells go, and I take off running. And I'm like running lap 1, and I'm just feeling the wind in my hair, I'm feeling fabulous and strong. And I come up on lap 2, and now I'm passing some of the guys, kind of moving into the front, which didn't really matter, but it was cool. There was this huge hole, and I wasn't looking, and I stepped in this hole, fell flat on my front side like this, twisted my ankle, came back around to Ms. Miller. The PE teacher, I couldn't finish. And so she said something like, you know, well, why don't you sit here, we'll get ice for that or whatever. But what's funny is what I heard inside my head. And I don't know where this came from. What I heard in my head was, well, Molly, you know, you didn't finish, you're a failure, or some kind of really negative talk about myself. Now, I was trying my best, and all I did was fall. But something happened around 6th grade where sometimes the things I heard in my own head were a little bit negative. And your reference, wait a minute, who was just up here speaking? Megan.
Lindsay,
thank you, Lindsay. You were talking about how sometimes, you know, we want to be popular, or we hear some of those negative thoughts about who we are. Well, I started talking in my head a lot negative, like I'm not pretty enough, or smart enough, or whatever that is enough. So I discovered running when I was about 14 or 15. And how many of you like really love to run? Like really, if some of you may not like it, and you like girls on the run with the other stuff. Okay, and that's cool. I discovered when I ran, it's like all those negative voices, the things that might have said you're not pretty enough or smart enough, would just disappear. And like you were suggesting, I just feel really strong when I run. So I need 2 volunteers to come up here. All right, come on up. And come on up. Yeah. All right. All right, and it is Erin, that's right. Okay, Erin, and say it again. Oh, Emma. Yeah, okay. Emma, tell us your connection to Girls on the Run. I think many people already know, but besides being a girl on the run, what's your connection?
Well, my mom's like person. Yes.
Is your person?
I like running. Excellent. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. And Erin, how long have you, what grade are you in again? I forget.
The person.
And you've done Girls on the Run how many times?
I'm supposed to run for 6 sessions.
6 sessions. We have a couple pros up here. Okay. So Emma and Erin are going to, we're going to show something here. So when a girl starts to get, when we maybe, and hopefully none of you since you're in Girls on the Run, sometimes girls get this negative conversation in their head. It's not real, but it's just inside. We're going to call that like being trapped inside something called the girl box. Okay? It's this place where we just, you know, want to be popular, we want to be liked, all those things. And for this example, unfortunately, Emma is going to be our girl trapped in the girl box. Okay? So she kind of has some of that negative conversation going on. That's not you at all, but just for this example, okay? Erin is our girl who, like, is not in the girl box at all. She's very radiant and light, and she just kind of knows who she is, and she, you know, she may have negative thoughts every once in a while, but, you know, we all do, but they don't own her, okay? So I'm going to say a behavior of a girl that may kind of sometimes have negative thoughts and feel some insecurities, which we all do every once in a while. And I want you to point to the girl that might demonstrate some of those behaviors. So Erin, you're going to come way over here. So kind of we're insecure, we're trying to find our way, and that's everybody. We all go through periods of life like that. But we're kind of trapped in this need to be liked and all that. And over here, you know, we're a girl on the run. We kind of, you know, we don't really worry too much, and we're just ourselves. So I'm going to say behavior, point. Like, be dramatic with your point. Like, if you want to go like that or something, okay? All right. does her best and like follows through on promises that she makes. Would that be, yeah, excellent, good, okay, that would be you. Not you, I'm kidding. Okay, let's see, smokes a cigarette. Definitely. There is no need whatsoever, like there's no need, like the only reason a person starts smoking is to fit in, okay. Exercises moderately, kind of, exercises just enough to take care of your body. Excellent, okay. Overdoes the exercises all the time, counts calories, worries constantly about things, just crazy with it. Okay, that's right, okay. Has to have a boyfriend. Just has to. Can't survive without a boyfriend. Okay. Okay, yeah. Can have a boyfriend or a relationship, it's all good. Just sort of, it's part of, maybe a good part of life, but I don't have to have it. Excellent, okay. Gossips about other people because we're not feeling so great. Yeah. Okay. Has to get his clothes at Abercrombie. Just has to. Can't, okay. Now, I'm not suggesting that getting your clothes there is bad, because like it's fun to do that. But if you have to do that, like if we're not complete without it, okay. All right. Is grateful. Grateful for what she has, kind of sees, yeah, excellent. And how about this for the adults in the room? This woman or girl takes quiet time for herself every day. Excellent, yeah, slow it down. Can you guys think of any, bullies people maybe, kind of scapegoats. Can you guys think of any behaviors that would go in either one of these that I haven't mentioned? Does anybody have any they can think of? Okay. If you think of something after I'm done, you can come tell me. Okay, so since you are so out of the girl box and you're like so radiant and full of life and just, you got it going on, you can go have a seat. But let's give Erin a round of applause. Unfortunately, Emma needs some work, okay? So she needs to come to Girls on the Run, and we need to love her until she loves herself. So why don't you sit on the stage there? Okay. So the deal is, what I've learned as I've gotten older is that we don't, we don't want to put these people down, right? They're just insecure like everybody. Everybody goes through that. So when people bully us or they make fun of us or something like that, I don't want to bully back or get back at them, because what I realize is they're just trying to figure it out. Like they're just trying to love themselves and figure out a way to that. So I need another volunteer. All right, how about you right there in the purple? Oh, yeah, come on up here. Say your name again. Sammy, that's right. Come on, Sammy. All right. So at Girls on the Run, and most of you guys know it, it's like I'm not even preaching to the choir, I'm just having a conversation. One of the things that we do, well, Sammy's going to do something amazing. Y'all hold on a second. All right, so Sammy is doing something absolutely amazing right now. I think it's so amazing, in fact, that she can do that a little bit bigger. Do you think she can? Do you? Yeah. I think she can, exactly. Okay, do that a little bigger. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can do that even bigger. You can put the arm in. Go for the arm. Go for the arm. Do it. Excellent! Okay, now, can you add the whole entire body? Would you be interested in doing excellent? Okay, cool. All right, so everybody do like this for just a second. Okay.